Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Smash the like button on your way in. Happy Sunday. I appreciate you guys for joining. How's everyone doing today? The bull market hasn't even kicked into gear yet. We're standing on the edge of something massive. All the late nights, all the research, the conviction, the holding through the dips. It's about to pay off in ways you can't even imagine. We're not just talking gains. We're talking life-changing, dream-crushing wealth that's going to make every sacrifice worth it. Diamond hands, you're the ones who will be laughing when the market rockets. Stay strong, stay focused. Our time is coming. And we're going to come out on top, richer than our wildest dreams. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Happy Sunday. Smash the like button on your way in. Share the stream. And, what else do I normally say? I don't know. Join the Discord or something. Let me get the webcam on. Hey, happy Sunday. What's going on, Drummer? What's going on, Dixie? Oh, boy. Dixie said, all good here, JJ. I just ordered some Tims to be more like you. Did you finance them? Dude, they were so expensive. They look sick, but I'm like, jeez. I literally am at the store. Yesterday, I spent the first half of my day searching for boots, which was literally the most unsuccessful, silliest venture I've ever been on in my entire life. I went to 4 stores. And I found zero reasonable options for a person who actually works. I was very upset. So then today, I decided, I'm going to go to Tractor Supply. You know, the place where they have probably everything but clothes, you would imagine. You can buy chickens there. You can buy feed for your horse. You can buy a fence. You can buy a go-kart. Nobody goes to Tractor Supply to buy clothes. I go there. They have the largest selection of work boots I've ever seen in my entire life. I almost cried tears of joy. I find 2 or 3 different pairs I like, and one of them's like $125. The other one's $200. Now, my current boots are Timberland Pros. I've had them for like 3 or 4 years. They still have like 80% tread on them, which is unheard of. So I'm like, I gotta get Timberland Pros. Those are the $200 ones. The other ones, Ariat, they're really nice looking boots. They look comfy. They fit really nicely. The leather looks sick. Like, these are cool looking boots. I'm like, okay, I don't know what one to get. So I call my mother. She doesn't answer. I'm like, oh, dang. I call my fiance. She doesn't answer. I'm like, oh, shoot. I go up to the counter. I'm like, hey, do you guys price match? Because these are like $50 cheaper online. They're like, nah, we don't. And I'm looking, I can't really find them online without going to pick them up at the store, or them being like a different leather or not steel toe, or it was a mess. I was like, okay, I think I just have to buy these. So I called everybody again. Nobody answers still. I'm like, whatever. I'm just going to buy them. So then I had to be an adult man and make a decision with my own money. It was very upsetting. I don't know what else to do. I'm emotionally processing it right now. Tyler said it could be a big day tomorrow. I agree. I'm looking for a potential trade deal news coming out. Guys, Bitcoin is trading at 105,598 and 105,566 and 25 cents. It's looking good. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map and see where we're at. Okay, we're still in our crazy, boring, forever long range. Let's see. We got 105, 196. You know, James Wynn was short earlier and the price pumped, and then he went long and the price dumped immediately. I was like, dang it. I was counter trading him earlier. I was doing good, and then he flip flopped, and I didn't see it in time. 104, 523. Oops. My Bigfoot Vlogs trade is playing out beautifully. I don't know if you guys caught that yesterday. 106, 616. We watched a couple of them. They're pretty hilarious. But there's a Memecoin on Sol already, and I bought some. I bought the top, and it went up farther. 107, 364. You know what would be exciting is if on stream the price just went BAM! Like new all-time highs just immediately on stream, no question. Even no time to even process what we're watching. It just happens in one candle. That would be so cool. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, "What's up, guys? I'm here in the background trying to make believe I'm listening to my wife." That's always scary. I don't like it when they're like, "What did I just say?" And I'm like, I didn't hear that part. Okay. Bitcoin looks good. Chilling in our little range. Win indicator is good. There's like an opposite account of him that like does the opposite of what he does, and it's really funny. Aussie Khan said, "Hello everyone. What's going on, Aussie Khan?" ETH is down 0.74% on the day. Not really feeling it. Kind of looks like doo-doo. Looks a little boring. But the boring times are the times where you should probably be loading up. I will say, this right here, pretty boring. This whole chunk right here of just boring, flatline, boringness. I like that we get a little spike down and then it comes back up immediately. So hopefully that happens again. Aussie Khan said, "How long we have till daily or weekly close?" Daily and weekly close is in 31 minutes. The contest is in 21 minutes. Or 20 minutes now. Which is what that alarm is for. But yeah, ETH looks okay. I'm not mad at it. I'm not like jumping for joy about it, but it looks decent. It looks like a decent buy for me, specifically. Sol is up 1.69% on the day, chilling above 152.37, which is great. And yeah, we got our little blue trend line. Then it did a little fake out below for a quick second. The purple trend line is a little more indicative of a reaction, in my opinion. So we had this inverse head and shoulders way back here, August, September, October 2024. That broke out, retested, which rejected at the top, which is this blue trend line right here. Beautiful rejection. Retested the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders and then blasted up to new all-time highs. What do you know? Inverse head and shoulders does play out sometimes. So this purple trend line is that inverse head and shoulders line. The blue trend line is the upper trend line of the range that we used to be in. Mr. Roberts said, "Hello, JJ. I can barely see, LOL. Why can you barely see? You getting smoked out? Or is it me? Am I dark? Is it bright out where you are?" I have so many questions. What if I just make myself bigger? Is that crazy? I feel like that's weird. Why does my face need to be that big? You guys aren't watching for my face. But yeah, Sol looks good. We got a little retest of our purple trend line. It bounced off of it beautifully. It's back above the 152.37 point of interest, which we had a really nice reaction off of right here. Little inverse head and shoulder action that played out. Nice target. I don't know. The Sol actually seems to have been trading really nicely lately. So we'll see how she continues. Total 3 seems to have recoupled to the fractal. Maybe not 100%. We might have to shift the fractal a little bit. I don't really hate that. Although I think everybody else would. If we did this, woo, people would be so upset. End of June for a proper altcoin breakout. We'll see what happens, though. We did just retest the lower half, or the lower portion of this trend line that we have. And it looks like we're rejecting off of it as we speak. Is that going to mean anything? I don't know. ADA is up 0.78% on the day. Kind of looks like the same thing as the total 3 chart. with that rejection. Yeah, that's exactly what that looks like. Uh-oh. So we'll have to see if this plays out in any way, shape, or form. Cody said, "Sup, friends? What's going on, Cody?" Aussie Khan said, "We pushed up without volume. Please, if we do not close above 106,513, get ready for one more trip under 100K. This next 40 minutes are make or break. 40 minutes? I don't know if it's that important. But Sundays are usually traditionally pretty dumpy. So SNEK is down 4.91% on the day. Kind of looks like doo-doo. Fact it's sitting below 30 still has me a little standoffish. Does look quite similar to this though. So I don't know. That's the only bullish hope that I have for that. As far as the chart goes specifically, we did reach oversold right here. Same with here. We'll see if that trend continues. Tyler said, "Probably will be busy today." Okay, let me get his early entry. Tyler is a channel member, so if you too want to enter up to an hour early, feel free to join. There we go. Okay. XRP. XRP is up 3.83% on the day. Looking good, actually. XRP blasting through some resistance line. 217, 222, and then looks like it's having a little bit of trouble at 228, but it did get up there, which is impressive. We got a potential W set up here, which I don't hate. It looks good right now. Honestly, it does. If it gets above 228, then 250 is definitely in the cards. We'll see what plays out. HBAR is up 0.19% on the day. Also has that W going on, the lower low, which usually just there to shake people out. Because you get that, and people think that they're smart and they know everything, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is a lower low. It's going to zero." And then it goes right back up. They open up the short here, and they get liquidated. It's kind of funny. Like, I'm not trying to be an a-hole, but sometimes it's funny. Mr. Roberts said, "I finished my yard work. Pool is open and good for a dive. I'm cooking a birthday meal for my eldest daughter's boyfriend. It's a good Sunday." That sounds super chill, Mr. Roberts. That's pretty awesome. Giovanni said, "Heck yeah." Mr. Roberts said, "Sup, Giovanni." Quasi said, "Hey, JJ, what's up, bro? What's going on, Quasi?" Cozy. Wow. Cody said, "BitBoy is in jail for threatening a judge." Yeah, we knew that. I think we knew that. That's why you don't mess with judges. It doesn't matter if they're crooked or not. You can't go about it that way. HBAR's up 0.17% on the day. Double bottom scenario playing out on most of these altcoins. The lower low will shake out, fake out. We got bullish div as well, which is indicative of further upside, which is pretty sick. We'll see what happens, how it plays out. I like it. I like what I see. SWE is down 0.58% on the day. Very lackluster performance out of SWE. Looks like it's really struggling to get above 325 at the moment. Not much to say, not much else to say. We had that really big, violent dip right here, which is the lower low W scenario. But the fact that it's really, I don't know. I want to see some actual price action soon out of SWE. Maybe I've been spoiled by it too often to think that this is not actual price action, but I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. Cody said, hope I read that. Giovanni said, "What's up, Mr. Robbers?" Quasi said, "Ethereum update." And Giovanni said, "Exciting times coming." ETH looks good. I like it. My only fear is that we get a BART, which would really stink if this thing went down to 1812. That would be horrible. Right now, we blew up, got above, I'm going to call it 2250, and we've since then stayed above 2250 pretty consistently. Like this block right here is quite impressive. We spent some time on the upper half, we spent some time on the lower half, and we're back in the lower half. Whenever we're in the lower half, it doesn't last long. You got, let's call this the median. You broke below it, and you got right back above. You broke below it, got right back above. It's signaling some semblance of upside. Also, keep in mind, when we first entered 2,500, let's call it right here, 2,500, we were incredibly overbought on the RSI. Now, we're at the halfway point. So they can either send it higher from here or pull it back just a little bit more, maybe go down to like 2250, and then the RSI will enter oversold and we can actually send it from there. That's my guess. Totally speculating, but it's nice to see the price literally just has to chop sideways, and then the RSI can go from incredibly overbought to in the middle ground, just within a couple of days. Or I guess that was a month. It was technically a month. But the 4-hour time frame, RSI is an important one, in my opinion, as far as median time frame goes. Zero said, yo, what's going on, Zero? Happy Sunday. Where else were we? We were looking at Sui, Ando. I'm still fantasizing, speculating about this WM formation. This would shake a lot of people out. If we break above 84.84, it's game on, man. Reject at 95.35. Get a little bounce, maybe right above 84.84, maybe at 84.84. Another rejection. This is where everyone and their brother is going to sell and go short. It's going to get down here. The non-believers are going to sell and go short, and then it's going to go bam. It's just going to blow up to the upside. And all those people are either going to get liquidated or make a little bit of money and miss out on way more. Not financial advice. Totally guessing. Aerodrome. Not a whole lot going on here. It's still sitting above 5, which is great, but I am still fully expecting it to go down to 45. We do have a confirmed green dot on Market Cipher right here. Has that played out already? Maybe? Let me do the math, actually. If we bought it this wick, 5-6%? I don't think so. There could be some potential decent upside here. However, you also had a confirmed green dot right back here. And this green dot actually was lower. So you could just do another one and it'd still be lower, but get proper bullish div, which you do have right now already. I'm just saying you can create a third green dot. The green dot doesn't mean it's going to go up only right now forever. It just means that there's signaling some upside. Some upside has played out. It should be more, but they could create another green dot. Pinlink is up 4.92% on the day. Looking good, actually. I gotta transfer my target stuff onto here. So that way this isn't just a wasted chart. It is a nice placeholder, though, because then it reminds me to go to Deck Screener, which has Bigfoot Blogs, which is at 1.9 million. Very nice. Sitting in profit. Look at that volume. Not financial advice. I think this thing has potential to go to 500 million. That's just my opinion, though. Pinlink. Have you guys seen the Bigfoot vlog videos? They're actually kind of addicting. Cody said, any important moving averages on higher time frames? I haven't checked in a while. I have not checked either. Okay, Pinlink is sitting above our blue trend line again, which is very nice. I said earlier that when it gets below, it's goodbye. Pushing to the upside. I want to see it break 75. I want to see it break 75, and then I want to see it break $1. And then I want to see some bullish price action out of this bad boy. I will say if it does do that, that alone, $1 is a 57% move, which is pretty sick. So, not something to ignore, in my opinion. $57.6 million market cap, pretty minuscule for what these guys put out in marketing alone. So, again, though, not financial advice. I'm just guessing, making stuff up. Render. Render's got the W scenario happening here. Now, with Render, I don't know, could you make the argument of the MW? Because then that would mean we would do this and then go further down, which is not what we want. That's a possibility. I do want to see this break back above 4. What I would look for if I was doing the made-up fiction fantasy chart scenario that I did for the other one, I would look for this. And then one of these, and then bam. That is what I would look for the WM. I'll leave this on here too, just because it's fun to see how wrong we are if we're wrong, or to talk about how right we were if we're right. But Render looks decent. It's holding strength above 375, which is great. I just want to see it get back above 4. Polkadot holding above 4, which is awesome. And let's see, can this do the WM thing too? I feel like that's definitely a possibility. It's a little bit sloppy. We got a super chat from Mr. Cody for $5. Appreciate that, Mr. Cody. Said, cheer up, we're rich. Time just hasn't caught up yet. Oh, I'm cheered up. Do I not seem cheered up? I'm actually in quite a good mood. I had a lovely day. I'm a little traumatized from spending so much money on my work boots, but I'm excited to have new work boots and to use them. Does that make sense? I still want to get gloves. I got new hats because my work hats, or my work hat is like slaughtered. The top part right here around this little like nut thing is like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like falling apart. There's like little holes, which is weird because I'm not like going like this all the time. There's like nothing ever touching up there, so I'm not sure what caused it. Maybe the abrasion from my bald head. It's just kind of crazy. Thank you very much, Mr. Cody. Appreciate the super chat. I love getting new tools and equipment for work. That's crazy, dude. I'm the same exact way. Anyone ever asks me, they're like, what do you want for your birthday? What do you want for Christmas? I name stuff for work, and they're like, what about stuff that's not for work? I'm like, I don't want anything that's not for work. I work so I can buy myself stuff that's not for work. I don't want to buy myself stuff for work. I will, but if you're going to ask me what I want these nice things for work. Makes my job easier, which makes it easier for me to make money to then buy myself stupid crap like a computer or nice headphones or food. It's mostly food. It's literally just mostly food. That's all I spend money on is food. I have no regrets there. I will spend money on food as much as possible. Like I would probably become homeless before I ate something that I didn't enjoy, which is kind of messed up. That's probably the most American thing I've ever said, but what are you gonna do? I'm also French and Italian, so we also like food. All three of us like food. America, France, and Italy. Cass is down 1.67% on the day. What am I seeing here? Is this one? This one kind of looks like a wedge. Some kind of wedge. Falling wedge? I kind of see it. I kind of see it. Ooh. I started watching this. I'm totally getting completely distracted. There's a show. What's that guy's name from Lost? The blonde guy from Lost is in it. The actor's name is Josh Holloway, I think. I don't remember his dang name in Lost, though. Great show, by the way. Lost. Love that show. But there's this new show on HBO called Duster. And it's so good. I'm like 3 or 4 episodes in, and I'm completely, fully immersed. It's brilliant. And I believe J.J. Abrams wrote it, which I just found out like after the 3rd episode. I was like, whoa, no wonder why this is so good. Anyways, Cass seems to be in some kind of potential falling wedge here. We might have to back check all of the other W scenarios because those might just be falling wedges, which is great. We do also have bullish div here. The lower portion of our price action is going down, while the lower portion of the RSI is going up. So that's, I believe, where this unconfirmed green dot is coming from, which is actually indicative of some decent upside on the way. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Avalanche is up 2.23% on the day. Ooh, do I see an inverse head and shoulders? Maybe. It's a little bit sloppy. I don't know how I feel about it. Maybe this is a descending broadening wedge. That's usually bullish, ain't it? Yeah, see, that's kind of made up too. It looks a little funky. I don't know. Maybe I don't see any patterns right now. I want to see this thing get above 22, and then I'll be super duper bullish. As of right now, it's at 21.11. That looks good. It does. More volume would be nice too. We were oversold for a hot second. We got some a confirmed green dot. I don't know about bullish div though. I don't think we got bullish div. Nah. Nope. Looks good though. Chainlink is down 1.16% on the day. Beautiful reaction off of our purple trend line, which is a relatively, dare I call it a legacy trend line? February 2025? Yeah, I'll call it a legacy trend line. It looks good. Oh, I just realized I'm on top chat. Oops. Okay, I think we're still good. Okay. Yeah. So we got a reaction off of our purple trend line. And then we got a reaction, because we broke the purple trend line for a little fake out, but we got a reaction off of the yellow trend line, which goes back even further to August of 2024. So that's almost a year old. So we're getting reactions off of the right levels, the right price points, I'll call it. Target for Chainlink, I want to see it go back above 1441 for sure. If it goes down, as long as it holds above like 1290, 13, I'll be happy. Doge is down 0.43% on the day. Little bounces, reactions, price touches. This was a definite BART right here. and then it chopped for a little bit and went down even further, recovered very nicely. I think this is the Elon Trump dump right here, which I don't know if I would go as far as to say it was fabricated. They definitely both overreacted and then like corrected afterwards and went and deleted tweets and stuff like that. So people saw it though. It's definitely going to be one of those weird portions of history that got swept under the rug. People are going to think about it in like 5 or 6 years. They're going to be like, whoa, do you remember when the richest man in modern history was fighting with the president on Twitter? And they were both like saying crazy stuff about each other. That's going to be such a weird time to recall. Doge, not a whole lot going on. I guess I got to rechart Doge. We do have this clear, I don't know, is that even a trend line right there? Maybe we'll just call it this. I kind of like that. Let's go down a little bit further right there. Little support turned resistance at 1868, which is actively getting a reaction off of. I want to see 17.8 hold and 18.6 break. That's what I want to see out of Doge for continued bullish momentum. As of right now, RSI looks great. We got bullish div, huge bullish div right here. Price down, RSI up. So definitely something to keep an eye on, keep it in consideration. Momentum waves pushing to the upside. They might be done now, but they did push to the upside. Oh, we got less than 1 minute. Yeah, less than 1 minute till the daily close contest. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Daily close contest is going to commence very, very soon. Bitcoin currently trading at 105,656 and 95 cents. I'm really hungry now, Mr. Roberts has all this food stuff going on in a pool. I will say, my mom set up a pool, so I'm probably going to go swimming this week for sure. The question is, do I still have swimming trunks? I have no idea. I think I have to either find them or buy some. I'll probably just buy some. Probably be easier. Let's get the daily close contest page up. And let me type my theme. Super stoked for today's daily close contest. It is also the weekly close, the first weekly close in June. And get your guesses in, ladies and gentlemen. The daily close contest has commenced. Happy Sunday. Cheers. Delicious. Now, we did get an early entry from Mr. Tyler as well, so let me add that before I forget. Mr. Tyler's guess is 106,100.01. Then we got a guess from Giovanni, our resident liquor salesman. Maybe liquor salesman is not the right word. Our resident alcoholic beverage company representative. That's the right word. He like goes around to like big wig clubs and he's like, I think that you gentlemen should serve this in your establishment. I don't know why he's British. He was not British until I tried to make him British for some reason. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn 105. Nope, not plus. 105 742.19. Cool. Anybody else for the daily close contest? You guys, can I make this bigger? I guess I should make it easier for you guys to see, right? Is that better? We got Mr. Roberts coming in with a guess of 105,671 and with a few cents. I don't know what that means. You got to give me a number. A few, so there's one, there's a couple. Is a few just 3? I'm going to go 0.03. All right. Get your guesses in, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin currently trading at 105,654 and 56 cents. We got 2 minutes and 53 seconds remaining on the clock. What am I going to have for dinner? I don't know. I've really been thinking about Jimmy John's. We got Dremmer coming in with a guess of 105,559.20. Nice. Bitcoin currently trading 105,668 and 40 cents. Mr. Robert said, Giovanni, hell yeah, lol. Keep those peeps as contacts. Giovanni said, hell yeah, I sell rich men $7 wine for 2K. Nice. That was, I feel like that was in a show that I watched recently, where they like needed to make money quick, so they like went and bought some cheap wine, and then they like did this whole like con man spiel at like this fancy bar. Maybe it was a hotel bar, but they sold him like cases. It was the weirdest thing. What was that? I'm not going to remember now. It's going to bug me. We got 1 minute 42 seconds remaining on the clock. Okay, no, not sour grapes. Apparently there's a whole thing about it, like an actual series, maybe? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm never gonna know. Maybe I just made it up. It might have been The Sopranos, which I don't even think they do in The Sopranos. Maybe I'm just mixing something up in my brain with a scene from The Sopranos. All right, we got exactly 60 seconds remaining on the clock for you guys to get your guesses in for the daily close contest. As of this moment, we got Tyler, Giovanni, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn, Mr. Robbers, and Dremmer as entrants for the daily close contest. Anybody can enter, only one will win. Cheers. Clearly, I'm thirsty. I stayed up so late last night. Like, ridiculously late. Oh, I did my first collab last night as well. Not last night. I did my first collab yesterday morning. And it was a lot of fun. Blockchain Brew. Highly recommend you guys go check them out. I'll probably show you guys once the daily close contest is completed. 14 seconds remaining on the clock. Philly's going to come in right afterwards. Right after the clock is up. 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Ladies and gentlemen, we are no longer accepting guesses for the daily close contest. Drummer said I saw. Nice. Did you watch it? I actually had a lot of fun. I was a little bit nervous. But it was super chill, dude. Super chill. Definitely seemed like dudes that I would hang out with in real life, which is not something I normally say. I don't know. It's cool to meet like-minded people in the space. Crypto Twitter is like hit or miss. There's a decent chunk of folks, but like the vast majority is very like I wouldn't want to be around them. I wouldn't trust any of them around my kid. You know, there's like certain things where you're like, okay, thank you. No thanks. Or like you would just need aspirin all the time because they're making your head hemorrhage. All right, ladies and gents, the daily close contest entries have concluded. We got 5. I'm going to put them on. AussieCon entering a little too late again. Sorry, my friend. Let me put Tyler, 106, 100.01. Where did he guess? What a monster. Jeez. That's too far. Did he even look at the price? Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. Oops, I'm typing words. 105, 74219. That's much better. Okay, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. Mr. Robert said, JJ, we're good with the commentary. Thank you very much. 105,720. Yeah, they seem like super cool dudes. Probably gonna do something again in the future. Giovanni Fontes. And then we got 105, 671.03. Mr. Robbers. Mr. Robbers, as of right now, very, very close to the actual price. I might have to take Tyler off. I'm going to take Tyler off for now. I think he's a little too far away. And then 105,559.20 for Dremmer. Dremmer, very strategic guess today. I like it. potentially solidifying his victory. And there it is, a big fat bullish green candle. Love to see it. 105, 687 and 26 cents. As of right now, Mr. Robbers is in the lead. Giovanni is a close second, but he's currently disqualified because his guess is above the price. Marcos Martinez said, can I shill a coin I found today? It's actually insane, LOL. Absolutely, Marcos Martinez. I welcome any and all shilling, as long as you're not an a-hole and trying to convince me that Richard Hart is like the Jesus Christ of crypto. Then you don't bother me. I'll let you shill his coins. But when you start talking about him like he's the second coming of Jesus Christ, it gets a little annoying. Not you in particular, just people in general. Anybody for that matter. Richard Hart is a specific, that's happened in the past. I might have to put Tyler on this chart. What is happening right now? 106 100.01. Oh my lord. 105 750. Maybe we need to. Maybe it is Richard Hart. Richard Hart's pumping the price. Bitcoin 105 751 and 6 cents. We got 1 minute and 14 seconds remaining on the clock. Marco said Clank fun. I will check it out after the daily close has concluded. We got less than 2 minutes remaining. 1 minute 3 seconds in particular. As of right now, Giovanni is going to be our winner. We will see how the price concludes. 105 734 and 6 cents. 54 seconds remaining on the clock. Tonight's prize is a good one. I am upset that it is tonight's prize because I'm hungry. And yeah. I would be interested in knowing how accurate Market Cipher is on the 1 minute time frame. I've never actually, I think I've tried to trade the 1 minute like once or twice on like 100x with like $5. I don't think it went well because clearly I don't do it anymore. 24 seconds remaining on the clock. As of right now, Giovanni is in the lead. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn very, very close to being the potential winner. Mr. Robbers also close. It is a tight race, ladies and gentlemen. 13 seconds left on the clock. 105, 734, and 7 cents. Giovanni Fontes still in the lead. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The daily close for Bitcoin 105 734 even. Giovanni Fontes closest without going over. Our victor. Spam the bananas in the chat for Giovanni. Giovanni, congratulations on your victory. 105 734 even. Crazy, crazy time. Congratulations, Giovanni, on your victory. With a guess of 105 720. Cool. Congratulations, Giovanni. Let's get down to the 4 hour. Zoom out a little bit. Guys, don't forget to spam the bananas in the chat for our victor of the evening, whose name evidently is not Victor. Who'd have thunk? Congratulations, Giovanni, on your victory. Spam the bananas in the chat. Add Giovanni to our winner's Google Doc. Guys, my fiance's birthday is in 8 days, and I don't know what to get her. Kind of panicking. Congratulations, Giovanni. Let me see how many times Giovanni has won, because it's been quite a few, hasn't it? Giovanni has won a total of 3 times so far. Very nice. Slowly making a name for himself. I like it. The underdog. Robert, you almost took it from me again. It was close. Very close. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of 105 720 even and an actual daily close of 105 734 and 0 cents on June 8th, 2025. Giovanni Fontes' prize is a big, beautiful sub sandwich. Congratulations, Giovanni, on your victory. Enjoy your big, beautiful sub sandwich. You can enjoy it here. You can enjoy it on the go. You can enjoy it in your car. You can enjoy it in a porta potty. You can even enjoy it in the handicap stall in the bathroom. It is completely up to you. Entirely your choice. You are legally obligated to remove it from the premises, though. Congratulations. Marco said, take her out to eat, and you both win. Yeah, but I gotta get her something. All right, let's go take a look at Clank Fun for Marcos Martinez. I'm assuming it's on Dex Screener. Doesn't it look amazing? The bread looks crunchy, the meat and cheese, the portions. It looks so delicious. All right. Clank Fun, you said? Clank Fun. I'm assuming it's on base. Whoa! Oh my gosh, 235% candle. Very nice. Okay, this bad boy was created 6 months and 6 days ago. Okay. Token sniffer. I don't really care about that. That stuff's usually wrong anyways. Pump fund for base meme coins deployed with Clanker. Launch and instantly trade ERC20s on base and earn create a recurring revenue. Hold Clank Fund to launch on clank.fun. Ooh, okay. That actually kind of low-key genius. $1.2 million market cap. Yeah, there's actual potential here if that is a legitimate thing. Because people are gonna buy and launch on base, so I'm a base whore. That sounds like something everyone that I went to high school with would say. People with their stupid systems. My favorite is when their car sounds like it was like recently put back together, but they like missed half the bolts. You can hear like the, but there's also like a rattling, like shit just rattling around on the interior of the door panels and shit. Interesting. Ooh. Okay, so that's why they're pumping. Very interesting stuff. Cool, cool, cool. They've been acquired. Full disclaimer, I'm a whale. Okay. I mean, somebody saw enough value in it to buy it, so. Mr. Roberts said I can't do coin projects 6 months old. What about like 6 days old? Bigfoot vlogs right here. 12 days. I aped into this. Or I bigfooted into this. And I'm currently up. I bought it up here. Yes, I know. It looks awful. But I'm up 69%. Nice. I'm just saying. Anyways, let's finish going through our charts. Congratulations, Giovanni, once again on your victory. We were at Doge, Polygon Matic Pole. I'm seeing a little double bottom action. Dump, recovery, dump, recovery. Is it going to continue? I don't know. I like this big candle. What was that from, though? What caused that? Specifically on Bybit. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. This is a bottom to me on all of these coins, but we'll see. I like that it's holding above 20. I would like to see it break 22. That seems to be the relatively decent resistance right here. But other than that, as long as it's holding above 20, I'm happy. Near. Similar situation. You get the lower low signaling a further downtrend, trying to shake people out maybe. That's also bullish div down here. Bullish div. You know we like our bullish div. And we got a confirmed green dot back here, which technically might have played out already. But I imagine we'll probably be making another one pretty soon. So, exercise caution. I like that we're above 234. If we get above 251, then maybe a potential continuation. Otherwise, as long as we're holding above 2, I'm pretty happy. Chili's. Similar setup. We had our purple trendline pullback from that WM, which we pulled back, touched, and skyrocketed to our target of 5. Broke down from there, broke our neckline, kind of whatever the heck this line is, purple legacy trendline. Broke below that, bounced off of our support at 375, rejected at 4, and came back down to our support. Broke below it, bounced off of 36, it looks like, or 3.6. Got back above our purple 3.75 line, and we are currently chilling on chilies. We do got bullish div here too. Similar situation to all of these charts. I can't draw. I really can't draw. See? It's really hard to draw that way. I don't know what's wrong with my hand. Okay, silver. Silver got a little bit choppy. MicroStrategy looks the same. DXY looks the same. NASDAQ and S&P both look incredibly bullish. Bitcoin dominance 64.57. Is this a harmonic is the question. Probably. We're probably going to bust to the upside on Bitcoin dominance. Hopefully, she hits 66 and goes to 0 afterwards. We'll have to wait and see. Bitcoin chilling at 105,670 and 75 cents. Looking good. Congratulations, Giovanni, once again on your victory. Aussie Khan said your money, your decision, but I am expecting a dump this week at this weekly close. Happy to be wrong, but I think I will be right. Mr. Barber said, LOL, hell yeah, JJ. Giovanni said I want Bitcoin dump. If I see 95K Bitcoin, I'm taking a low leverage long position, but I'm never mad when we don't dump. Yeah, I go both ways, honestly. I'm just kind of here for the ride at this point. You know what I mean? Well, unfortunately, it went from hyped up alt season, pumpy, fun time to just kind of boring chop and waiting. We're literally Pablo Escobar in the meme where he's just waiting around by himself. That's what's happened to altcoins. Bitcoin looks beautiful. Bitcoin actually looks great. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. What is this, guys? Hello? I didn't even notice this. What the fuck? This is the MW. MW Blastoff. Interesting. I didn't even notice that. Wow. MW Blastoff. Wow. That is pretty sick. Wow. I'm kind of at a loss for words. So we got our blast off. We broke out of this upper trend line, which is literally like a wick, a candle body, and then whatever the hell was going on right here at the time. And we're retesting it right now. I don't know. It looks kind of bullish to me. I'm just saying. Mr. Roberts said, I need to bounce. JJ, good people, all peeps. Cheers. Take it easy, Mr. Roberts. I appreciate you. Enjoy your Sunday, my friend. Enjoy your barbecue. Enjoy the birthday. Enjoy your pool. Enjoy the family. And enjoy the like button. But yeah, it looks like we broke out. We're retesting. Get a continuation of the episode. That would be pretty sick. I'm not going to lie. That would be pretty sick. Pretty sick. We do got some red dots, confirmed red dots on Market Cipher, which is not great. We had one right here. We had one right here. Yeah. So have those played out already? Maybe. I don't know. That does not mean that we're not going to pull back either. I would make the argument that we did not touch this trend line. Even if the trend line's relevant or not. We could come down here, go below 100K, 98 maybe, and then blast off from there. That'd probably shake a lot of people out, scare them real good. Then we go up to 120 maybe. I don't know. I'm also kind of still in the books for 2026. Maybe continuation of the bull market. Maybe not the full bull market, but the continuation, like the final phases of the bull market. I don't know. I don't think we're going to get anything exciting during the summer. Maybe a couple of spikes randomly, but I don't know if we're going to be retired. I think summer's for accumulation, unfortunately. Anything green in particular at this very moment? Not really. Everything looks kind of boring. We got some articles to update you guys on. Okay. Marty Party posted, and another SEC filing includes approval of Sol, XRP, and ADA in the basket fund. That's the second, in my opinion. I don't know. He said June 5th. I'm assuming he meant to say July 5th. The SEC will approve Sol, XRP, and ADA as commodities. Grayscale Digital Large Cap Fund, LLC, 8 to K form, whatever the hell that means, 8K form, filed Friday, includes the following text. Hashdex Crypto Index ETF. ADA 9.91, XRP 4.87, Sol 2.93, Ether 11.97, and Bitcoin 79.32. Cool. Why would you even include ADA on there? It's less than 1%. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. That's kind of funny though. Dang. But that's exciting stuff. Next, we got Bitcoin has been running for 6,000 hours, or I'm sorry, 6,000 days, and it's already spent 60 of them, 1% of its life, close above $100,000, closing above $100,000. That's pretty awesome. Next, we got China's printing money. The People's Bank of China unexpectedly injected $139 billion into the banking system via a 3-month liquidity operation. We did know this already, but I wanted to reiterate because that's exciting stuff. This one was really funny. I just kind of got a giggle out of it, so I wanted to share it with you guys. Be Apple, richest company in the world, every advantage imaginable. Go all in on AI. Make countless promises. Get immediately lapped by everyone. 2 years into the race, nothing to show for it. Give up, write a paper about how it's all fake and gay and doesn't matter anyway. Apple literally wrote this thing about how AI is just kind of a huge, I don't know, farce. I don't know. It's really funny. It's a good read though, but it's pretty funny stuff, honestly. Next we got Bravos Research. I gotta follow them. They got some great stuff. The housing defaults have just hit the highest levels since 2011. This is not looking good. Ladies and gentlemen, we may or may not be getting a proper housing market crash soon. We'll see, though. It does look like it's spiked here, maybe in 2024 as well. So, Michael Saylor hints at buying more Bitcoin. Send more orange. Very cool. Michael Saylor, the granddaddy of top blasting. We love to see it. We got Lex Luthor saying Bitcoin is a better form of money than gold. Very cool. Love Lex Luthor. What a great guy. You can hold your Bitcoin. That's fine. Buy on pullbacks and sleep well at night. But if you're in altcoins, the situation is completely different. No matter how revolutionary the team, this is a great read, by the way. I'm going to read this whole thing. How promising the roadmap or how game-changing the use case, ultimately, they will all go to zero against Bitcoin. I don't care how much you love your bags. It's about hype cycles, and while the hype can be absolutely gigantic, trading alts is like playing Mikado while on roller coaster. I don't know what that means. If you decide to go down that road anyway, here's what I'm doing. This applies to longer term positions, spot only, not talking about swing trading or futures. Focus on a few projects. Don't over dilute your portfolio with 20 different shitcoins. You're not building an index fund. Don't buy obvious garbage. Skip the dead projects or obvious rug pulls. Use your brain. Buy fear like it's on sale. Look at 3-day RSI or weekly RSI and only buy when it's screaming oversold below 30. This sounds stupid simple, but it works. Check the long-term chart. Pull up a 3 to 5 year. If it looks like total crap, move on. Do basic research. Token unlocks, TVL, actual user numbers, etc. Scale in properly. 3 to 5 entries at key support levels. Don't hero buy the whole position at once. This was one of my biggest mistakes in the past. Take profits like your life depends on it. Be happy with 50%, 100%, or 200%. Don't wait for that 100x. Round tripping your gains is indefinitely worse than selling too early. Nobody went broke taking profits. Rinse, repeat. The cycle never stops. Not financial advice, although it might read differently. Just sharing experience. This I thought was great. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, "Gotta run, guys. I enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'll take it easy." Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn, appreciate you for stopping by. Oh shoot, what have I done? Where were we? Okay. Altcoins are currently here from Sensei. I actually kind of agree with this, but we'll see where it takes us. Altcoins Golden Cross just triggered again. Last time this market pumped 1,191% in weeks. Chart shows the same setup forming now. Here are 7 blah blah blah. Cool. Altcoins and Bitcoin dominance. When alt season, sir? Every couple of weeks, the same narrative. Alt season is here. I've fallen for this myself and been proven wrong multiple times. That's the truth. Posted moon charts here as well. However, I know the time will come. The longer Bitcoin is going up, but here's what most miss. Bitcoin dominance rising during bull market. isn't broken, it's healthy. Smart money flows into the king first, building the base before they even consider the casino, which usually is massive retail interest towards the end of the bull market, wanting to participate in quick gains. I only accumulate alts at extreme oversold levels, 4-hour daily RSI below 25, 30, whatever. Basically, don't fall in love with your alt bags. They will disappoint you. Bitcoin dominance finally cracks. That's your alt season signal, but it's also your exit signal shortly after. The patient capital knows the cycle. Embrace the channel. The breakout is coming, but first let Bitcoin do its thing. Cool, cool, cool. HQZ said, hey JJ, did anyone win gross food yet? It's not gross today. Today was a lovely, delicious, beautiful sub. And yes, Giovanni Fontes, our resident alcoholic beverage representative, won today. So congratulations to him. Why do I keep going back to this crazy fish? What is wrong with my X account? CryptoFace said, long everything this week. I smelled Trump-China trade deal type bull action. You heard it here first. See you at the top this week. Love to see it. 30-year Treasury yields closed at 4.97%, approaching the highest level since the onset of the global financial crisis. Pretty crazy to see. Literally 2008, 2009. Yeah, that's actually insanity. Then, last but not least, we got, when you look at this chart, you don't need any guidance to see that the bull market hasn't even started yet. Anyone warning you about what if the top is in scenario is likely the same person who will turn bullish soon and convince you to buy the upcoming top. Yeah, that's literally how I feel, but we'll see. We will see what plays out, as I always like to say. Let's do a quick update of our portfolios. Our narrative portfolio is at 600. Oh, I shouldn't do this one first. I should do 1K to 10K. Dang it. Okay, I got kicked out. Hold on. Okay. Our 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is down $111, which isn't too bad. Currently down $111, being held up by Preppy, Render, Fetch, Sol, and ADA, being dragged down by Ondo, Shib, Near, Aptos, and Doge. Our Memecoin portfolio is only down 40 bucks, looking relatively decent. SNEK still the worst performer out of this entire bag. We'll see if that changes in the near future, but as of right now, it looks like crap. And last but not least, my favorite and the best performer, the narrative portfolio, up $114.55. This portfolio is made up of one meme coin, one artificial intelligence coin, one real-world asset coin, one decentralized physical infrastructure coin, and one gaming coin, and it is absolutely killing it. The only coin that is not in profit right now is VeChain, and it's only down 12 bucks. Man is up 75 cents. Fetch is up $26. Tau is up $32, and Pepe is up $67. This portfolio is absolutely killing it, and I love it. Congratulations, Giovanni, once again on your victory. Bitcoin chilling 105, 626, and 6 cents. Where do you guys think we're going? Kind of unsure myself. Interesting. Yeah, I don't really know. Don't really know. Unfortunately, it looks like the market's going to be turning red. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Didn't mean to move that. Drummer said up then down, up then down. I could see it. I could see it. Oh, yeah. I've been thinking about going to the store and just buying a bunch of candy bars and stuff. I'm going to get diabetes. I've literally just been thinking about food this whole time. It's kind of scary. All right, let's I don't know. Let's freaking ask Grok some crazy questions. Do you think we'll see a China-US trade deal this week? That'd be pretty sick. Grok said it's tough to predict, blah, blah, blah. Secretary Lutnick. Okay, bunch of nonsense. One hand, urgency to stabilize global markets, given the London talks are just kicking off. A full deal this week seems ambitious, but a smaller interim agreement or extension of the tariff pause could happen if both sides want to keep momentum. I'd lean towards no major deal this week, maybe 30% chance of something concrete, since the issues are complex and trust is shaky. Keep an eye on any joint statements post-London for clues. If you want, I can dig deeper into specific sticking points or check for real-time updates on X or the web. What do you think? Any particular aspect you're curious about? Are there any possible bullish catalysts for the cryptocurrency market this week? What do you got for me, Croc? Give me the good stuff. Straight into my veins. I hate it when it does that. A U.S.-China trade deal? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm asking you if there's anything else besides the U.S.-China trade deal that I specifically asked you about a minute ago. Ignore that. Besides that. I can't type, man. Copy. There we go. Beyond the potential impact, regulatory clarity from the SEC. Okay, I like that. There's buzz around the SEC potentially issuing clearer guidelines on crypto regulations this week. Love that. Crypto adoption announcements. Institutional adoption is gaining steam. Okay. DeFi and Layer 2 momentum. The DeFi sector is seeing renewed interest with total value locked nearing $200 billion per DeFi Llama. Projects like Arbitrum and Optimism are rolling out upgrades this week, with Arbitrum's governance vote on scaling solutions set for June 10th. Positive outcomes could boost related tokens ARB OP, with X sentiment already hyping a potential altcoin season. Nice. Okay, I like that. I like that response. As long as if it fits my bias, then it's a great response. Global stablecoin developments. News out of Singapore suggests a major bank may launch a USD-backed stablecoin this week, per recent web reports. This could enhance crypto liquidity and mainstream adoption, particularly for cross-border payments, indirectly lifting market sentiment. Stablecoin inflows often correlate with Bitcoin rallies, as seen in Q1 2025. And last but not least, crypto conference buzz. The Blockchain Week Summit in Dubai, June 9th through 11th, is expected to feature major announcements, including potential partnerships between Solana and Middle Eastern financial institutions. X posts from crypto influencers like Crypto Riser suggest Sol could see a 10 to 15% pump if deals are confirmed, given its recent strength above $200. Cool, cool, cool. This is a little bit scary. June 9th through 11th. Monday is June 9th. Any crypto conference or summit or anything like that is almost always a crap show, and the price almost always is either underwhelming or bad. So that kind of took the wind out of my sails for any kind of potential bullish price action, but we'll see. I'll happily be proven wrong. Last paragraph. Risks include macroeconomic headwinds, stronger than expected U.S. inflation data, or profit taking after Bitcoin's 8% weekly gain. Still, the market's bullish technicals, Bitcoin RSI at 52 and low exchange inflows, support upside potential if these catalysts hit. Want me to check X for real time, blah, blah, blah. Okay, is there inflation data coming out this week? When does the next inflation data come out? CPI, June 11th. Really? I feel like we just got that. Am I crazy? Let's put that bad boy on here then. June 11th. CPI data comes out today. Okay. Congratulations, Giovanni, once again on your victory. Let's see if Bitcoin can turn this bad boy around. Give us a little bit of green, a little bit of insight into what it feels like to make some money. 8:30. I'm probably gonna call it an evening, fellas. Go get me some food. Maybe buy some candy bars. Anyways, I appreciate you guys for joining me. As always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Happy Sunday. Smash the like button on your way out. Join the Discord if you want to watch me fail miserably at the compound trading contest. Challenge, whatever you want to call it. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Happy Sunday and good night.